Hello, my love.
Hi, Joshua.
How are you today?
I'm so good. I'm so happy to be here with you. In living together, we get to see each other at our highs and our lows. And I definitely did have kind of a low point this week where something happened at work and it had just hit me and I was in like an anxiety spiral. I started to feel so frustrated with you, so frustrated with myself for not being able to explain exactly what I needed. And I started getting all these really dark thoughts of shame about why can't we make this work? And I truly didn't know what I needed in that moment. And what I really appreciate about you is you kind of gave me space to have these thoughts, to kind of go through these dark thoughts so that I could finally snap out of it. And in a moment, recognize that there are what I actually needed, which was not for you to fix the problem, but just listen.
Yeah, I think that's something I really struggle with in times when I see you or anyone else in my life struggling. Is my immediate instinct is to want to fix, to want to give advice, to want to immediately step in and solve the problem so the person can stop hurting, because I don't like to see you hurt. But in reality, sometimes that's not what you need. And I so appreciate what you tried to do. And because you love me, you jumped right in and you were trying to help me figure it out and help me do the math on something with work and money. And I was like, wait, I can't figure this out. I can't. You immediately jumped in to try to help me. And oh my gosh, was that so sweet and so not what I needed. And so I'm learning that sometimes being there really just does mean being there, listening non-judgmentally, just being a listening ear. And so in that moment, I learned that that's what you needed. I asked questions, I noticed, and tried to adapt how I was there to support you. So thank you for allowing me the grace and the patience to learn with you as we sort of figure out how we can be there for each other. And another instance is coming to my mind where there are instances when being there for someone can mean stepping in to provide support. And I'm thinking back to a few weeks ago when I lost my uncle. I knew that there was a series of things that needed to happen. I needed to go home. I needed to let my work know. I needed to do this and this and this and this. But all of that was just crumbling on top of me and I was frozen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I couldn't fix that problem. It wasn't a problem. And how do you truly comfort someone who is going through such a tragic loss?
I got the call from my mom during the workday that my uncle had passed away.
I could make sure see what flights American had and book that Uber and pack you a snack, all the things that you probably couldn't have thought about. And being your partner, being able to be there is a privilege, and it makes life worth living in the difficult moments and in the beautiful ones. So I'm so grateful that you trust me to have your back when those kinds of situations happen, because I can trust you right back.
So even though it's difficult sometimes, it's important to talk to each other and to really, really listen.
Yeah, and I think we practice this, right? It's like you don't have to do it right. You just have to try. And I so appreciate we've been dating for almost 3 years. It hasn't always flown easily.
So I think there is opportunity for both, and it's learning about that balance and how we can be there for each other in those ways. I think first and foremost, the most important thing that we can do when being there for someone is to listen. There's power in listening to each other's stories. The more we take in someone else's experiences and points of view, the more we learn about them and the more we can learn how to be there for them.
So join us in creating a world where we can all better support one another at BeThere.org.